All right, so what we're going to do is we take the heel of the palm and then you palm press up the foot. Yeah, so what you're doing, you're palm pressing to warm up the foot. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm actually rocking my weight, and it's from heel to arch to ball, to arch to heel. Drop your right shoulder. If you're working on your left foot, you're using your right arm, and you want to make sure your right shoulder is dropped. Drop your right shoulder. That's it. Nice. Okay. And then from here, we're going to start working the energy line. So the energy line starts from the center of the heel and it goes down each toe. So you can imagine that there's an imaginary line from the big toe all the way to the center point here. And then the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe. Yeah. And you're going to use your thumb for that. So which part of the thumb do we use? This is important. You don't use the top. You don't use the nail. You use the pad. Yeah, this is important. You use the pad of your thumb. So take the pad of your thumb and let's start from the center point here. And we're going to go rocking forward, out to the big toe. Rock. So you're pressing and rocking. Once you reach the big toe, you traction, you're pulling. So circle, circle as you're pulling. You see, I'm actually pulling it away. And then you release. Take the pad of your thumb. Here we go, the second line. So you press, press. Make sure you're still breathing. Here you've got the ball of the foot. You're circling, circling, pulling, pulling, and release. Maybe your toes are actually cracking for you here. That's creating space between the joints and the toes. So as you know, I'm sure each toe actually has 4 little bones in it, except the big toe, which has 3. So there's a lot of space to be created between the bones. Continuing all the way, every single toe has its own energy line here. And then you should be going towards the little toe here. So the little toe represents the spine. So if there's pain there, perhaps you're experiencing some pain in your back at the moment also. Okay, once you've done all of the toes, you're going to palm press to cool the foot down again. So it's ball, arch, heel, arch, ball. Okay, and then here's just a nice little extra touch here. We're going to circle. So hold your foot. It doesn't really matter how. You can be holding like this, or it doesn't matter. You just want to create some space in this. Can you hear that cracking? You want to create some space in this joint. Really complicated joint. And then reverse your circles. And as you can imagine, all of the body weight is pouring out through this joint to these bones in your foot. 26 bones in your foot. Just as many bones in your foot as there are bones in your spine. So just imagine how important this area is. Okay, and then we're going to squeeze. So you just squeeze it whatever way you want. It doesn't really matter. You can do some twisting motion. You can do some squeezing motion, just whatever feels good for you. Okay. Okay, and then before we go to the other side, we're just going to lengthen our legs out and compare both sides. So you lengthen your legs, drop your toes, close your eyes, and compare both sides.